is Annie. She's a dietetic student at St. Kate's, graduating this May and beginning her master's program in public health nutrition at the U of M this fall. And this is Kat. She has a master's degree in training development and worked in student affairs. She currently runs an online plus-size thrift shop and works on what she calls her side hustles. Both Annie and Kat have identified societal issues related to body size.
Our society has basically 100% confused looks with health, and beauty does not equate to health.
No matter what your size, or really like what you look like, you are constantly bombarded with messages telling you that you're not good enough, you're not pretty enough, you are not small enough, you're not curvy enough in the right places, you're not buff enough, kind of trying to convince us that this unattainable ideal is attainable and that we should be working toward it. And it's just that silly because it's not possible.
People feel that they have the right to look at another person's plate or body and comment on it. I think that that's a product of the current societal obsession with those two things.
I think a lot of folks are spending a lot of time and energy trying to change things that aren't going to change. And I think what we need to work for instead is the society around us changing, right? Our bodies aren't my body does not need to change. It's everybody else's bullshit that needs to change.
So Annie and Kat decided they wanted to do something positive, and they created Body Brave Consulting. Focused on bringing online body positive groups to the real world, they focus on health at every size.
I do believe that we have a very ethical obligation to treat people of any size equally. When we realize the impact that stigmatizing people in the healthcare system has on people, that's where I feel like my imperative comes in. And right now, I don't have my degree yet, and I don't have all the things in place that I need to have to go where I want to go, but I can't wait any longer. So I think part of it is educating individuals, and so that's really what we've started doing.
What we like to say is all bodies deserve respect. So if you have a body, it deserves to be respected. If you're able to work toward accepting yourself and, dare I say, loving yourself, I think that is the place to be. So for me, that's where I find most of my work and how I feel.
Though it sounds taboo to some people that they've interacted with, in their work with Body Brave and in their own lives, Kat and Annie advocate fat acceptance.
It's changing the words that we use to describe who and what we are, so it becomes part of our identity. It changes how people perceive the word, and slowly that seeps into the public consciousness, and it changes how people are perceived who bear that adjective fat.
It's funny, people will say, I will refer to myself as fat and people will shut it down. Oh, you're not fat, you're beautiful. And that right there is the problem, because I am and likely always will be both. Those of us who are very unapologetically fat are unapologetically fat and happy to use that word to describe ourselves and what we're working on. And if you can kind of take some of the negativity out of it and just say, no, it's a descriptor, it's what a body is. We have fat on our body, some of us have more, some of us have less. I think it takes away some of the factor, that they were so worried about or something.
In the health world, nobody uses fat to describe their patients. They use the terms overweight and obese. When you're overweight, you are over an appropriate weight. When you're obese, you're even farther over that. You're to the point where they might literally assign you the term morbidly obese. Morbidly, in its definition, means at death's door. We're not at death's door. We're living full, meaningful lives.